Hello everybody and welcome back. We are continuing our playthrough of Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, and this is a special episode because we are unfortunately not going to be having a stream together this weekend, and so I am going to record an extra long episode. Well, I'd say extra long, about 2 hours, maybe a little bit over, close to the stream for all of you guys on Sunday, so that not only do you not miss out, I don't miss out, because quite frankly, this game is amazing and I'm kind of getting addicted. So, 2 ranks available. They're spoiling me. Okay, so let's go and do the good old upgrade as we always do. Let's jump down with some agility. Deathward characters gain 50% critical hit chance against targets with the bleeding effect or with 50% or less of their maximum wounds. Suffer 4 less damage from fire, toxic damage, and bleeding. That's not bad. Once per combat, when a Deathward character suffers the stun, blinded, or immobilize effect, this effect is ignored, and they instead gain plus 20% of their maximum wounds as temporary. Oh, wow. Axes, hammers, and las weapons. Every injury increases the Deathward character's agility and willpower by plus 5. Every trauma counts as 3 injuries. Oh, wow. We're going to go for this one. Characters with the bleeding or 50% less of their maximum wounds. That will basically help against boss-style enemies. Daring Breach. Daring Breach also grants plus 10 movement points until the end of the turn. And we've already got that. The warrior does not provoke attacks of opportunity this turn. Warrior gains plus 4 MP for each kill. And use their MP after attacking or using abilities. For one round, the warrior becomes the priority target for... No. This turn, melee attacks deal an additional damage. Warrior strength bonus divided by 2. Let's have that. Beautiful. Let's go down the line and finish everybody's leveling up off. We're going to give this guy strength. And he's got destined. 5%. This bonus increases by 5% at the start of every round of combat except the first. Nice. First time that momentum reaches 200 during the Psyker's turn. Attack against plus 5 to all characteristics, plus 1 to resolve, and plus 1 to deflection. Enemies adjacent to him suffer 10% more damage. Including the Psyker themselves, increase the Psyker's critical damage by 1% until the end of combat. Critical hit chance is increased by 4%. We'll go for that. Daring Breach. Go for that as well. Complete. I mean, I don't think I'm really going to use him anyway, if I'm perfectly honest. And she's... Oh, only got 2. I thought I'd have a couple more, because I wasn't using her at the end of the last area. Now... He has willpower and intelligence, perception, ballistic skill, or weapons. We're not going to go weapons skill. Character with high perception can pick out a stray bolt shell case in between the day-to-day morass. Also affects the awareness skill and reduces enemy dodge chance against the character. I think I'm actually going to give her some ballistic skill, because we are starting to use a weapon with her. We have, well, 3 of them. Every 9th successful dodge or parry by the Psyker and their allies combined grants the Psyker plus 2 additional AP on the next turn. When the Psyker uses a divination psychic power on an ally without an unnatural luck effect, that ally gains unnatural luck. When the ally suffers a critical hit, it becomes a normal hit instead, and the unnatural luck effect is removed. We're going to go for Flawless Plan. Dismantling attack also cripples the enemy, reducing their weapon skill and ballistic skill. Next turn, the target cannot move. Till the end of combat, the target's MP are reduced by... Sure. Again, that kind of leans her to being a physical attributed character, which she really is not. Fellowship, yes, has gone up. Resist toxins, poison, environments, disease, and other physical ailments. Reach point for toughness bonus, characters gain 10%. Wounds. It also affects the Caruso skill. We'll go for some toughness, make her a bit more durable. And then... Extra turn, the Navitic gains a stacking plus 5 bonus to willpower until the end of combat. Stacks up to 5 times. Oh, very nice. Every even turn, the navigator gains an additional action point. Every odd turn, the navigator gains plus 20. Enemies damaged by the navigator suffer 10% additional damage from any source of warp damage. The bonus damage stacks for each hit inflicted by the navigator. This effect stacks up to 5 times. Makes all resistance tests with their willpower if it's higher than the base characteristic for such a test. The navigator's willpower is higher than their toughness. The navigator's wounds are calculated according to... Okay, cool. Ah, that makes me want to swap this. Willpower's 60. That makes me want to... Oh, can we? Oh, we can. Oh, nice. Yeah, let's go back and swap that. I assume I can... Oh, very nice. Cool, let's get that. Let's boost the willpower. Additional bonuses during the extra turn, the target deals plus 15% damage. Gains more bonuses. All negative effects are removed until the officer's next turn. The target cannot die. Target gains temporary wounds. During the extra turn, all their non-attacking abilities cost -1 AP. I'll go that. Get more AP. Operative. According to this, we already have the weapon skill. Intelligence, perception, or ballistic skill. Personal damage also affects the law, Imperium law, warp, and logic, Medicae, and tech use skills. Yeah, let's go intelligence. He should be a smart cookie. He is my Mechanicum Adeptus. Calculated relations. Based on intelligence instead of... Good thing I'm making him smart. +3 deflection against the burning effect and flame weapons. Gain a stacking plus 10% bonus to hit, chance, and dodge reduction against any target they hit with a single target attack. Successful critical hits from a single target attacks increase the hit chance and dodge reduction by plus 20%. First attack in combat with any plasma, melter, or power weapon deals additional damage equal to 5. The remainder of combat, the bonus damage is decreased to 2. Plasma, melter, or power weapon. Sure. I think I've got a plasma, but I didn't think you could use it. Dismantling attack. Using their dodge and armor by minus 15%. Target also provokes an attack of opportunity whenever it attacks. Let's go for that. Again, we'll be talking about on the bigger enemies. Characters gain plus 10 bonus to all characteristics, plus 2 to resolve. Same archetypes of character. The first archetype ability you use is less. It's automatic creatures. The allies gain half the bonuses of No Heresy. However, Imperial World characters An Imperial World character is affected by an ally's non-damaging ability or affects an ally with such an ability. The resolve is increased by 1 for 1 round. Go for better to die for the Emperor. Traps cover hidden objects, secret passages, and unusual or suspicious elements in the environment. I'm going to go for awareness. Firearm master. At the end of combat, the soldier's rate of fire is increased by 30%. All soldiers' attacks are 20% harder to dodge. Soldiers' range attacks gain 10% armor penetration. Go for that one. Complete. The soldier archetype has been mastered. So next we will unlock one of these. Very interesting. And of course, our last character, Bahadur. Sorry, not Bahadur, that's me. What am I on about? This is... I wish I could remember his name. Abelard, that's the one. I'm Bahadur. How dare he try and steal my name? No, we will go and grab strength. Because... Although, wait. Weapon skill, of course. That's melee weapon skill. I was thinking ranged. No heresy. You know, about creatures, the allies gain half the... I'm gonna go for better for die for the Emperor. I mean, he is my tank. And... The warrior becomes the priority target for every enemy hit by their melee attacks. Also, the warrior gains plus 20% parry and plus 2 deflection. Or it gains +4 MP for each kill and may use the MP after attacking or using abilities. There you go. Everybody has maxed out their base skills. Now, let's remind ourselves, what are we doing? Oh yes, we are going to... Which culture once belonged to Theodora von Valentius. Pascal is sure that it can be used to decrypt the discovered databank. Bridge von Valentius void ship. And there is also... Atrium Footfall Furibundus. Argenta has something to discuss with the head of the Drusian mission. That was classified information. And main quests. Oh, that's apparently it. Tattered Spirit. The dockyard is waiting for the ship in order to begin a full inspection of repairs. Rich Cogitator. Bonus Expanse Map, High Factorium Janus, Vox Macta, and then the Helmsman. Okay, when it says the bridge cogitator, does it mean turn on? I think it could mean this. Lord Captain, the machine spirit of this mechanism slumbers. Should you wish to awaken it, use the key of your blood. Who are you and what is your purpose here? My designation is IH-630. The venerated Engineer Prime has entrusted this sacred mechanism into my care. It is now my duty to assist in the rogue trader's understanding of the hallowed code. The key you seek is the dynastic blood that runs through your veins. It is the only way to rouse the cogitator's machine spirit. When you're ready to do so, place your hand into the mouth of the Guardian server on the blessed control panel. Of course, then it bites me. Drains me of my blood. The sacred mechanism is awake and ready to receive your request, Lord Captain. Let's see what the secret information is. Tick returns to the cogitator. He raises his hands and a prayer of binaric code pours out of his Vox device. The servo motors in the bowels of the machine grow louder. Its undulating hum responding to his chant. Numerical combinations run down the screens. Scanning, 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 and some stuff. Find the hidden cache on Dargonis. The machine spirit has discovered numerical critical errors. The data is damaged, registering an intact segment. The machine spirit has spoken. The worlds of Kiava Gamma and Dargonis hold certain data repositories. The mechanism is ready to provide the rogue trader with data keys that can unlock said repositories. That remains hidden. The encrypted databank belonged to the esteemed Theodora von Valentius. He was the only one who could have known about these repositories. Perhaps the former Engineer Prime could also have known. Omnisire, accept his code. If I were to propose a hypothesis, it would be most prudent of a figure as eminent as the rogue trader to store her classified data in receptacles most secure. Okay. Gracious Missing Spirit is willing to transfer the data keys to the head of House von Valentius by means of an electu. A hypodermic tattoo augment. If you're ready to accept the keys, place your hand inside the servitor's mouth. Deep within the servitor's dark gullet, unseen, burning hot needles pierce your wrist. The sharp pain only lasts a moment. The electu that has been planted inside your wrist should be enough to open the repository doors. Learn how the... Spends hours pursuing the quest for knowledge in hopes of comprehending the nature of said miracle. May the Omnisire's grace guide him on his journey. Okay. So, assume that's on the bottom in... Nope, doesn't actually come down. Oh, there you go. No, we're on it. Classified information. We have to find the hidden cache on Dargonis and find the hidden cache on Kiava Gamma. Okay. Yeah, no, we'll keep completed quests there. We might flick those off very shortly. So now we have to go to Footfall, basically. Abelard, you having a fun time?
Lord Captain.
With courtesy and make sure to scan you from head to toe with scrutinizing gaze. I'd like to know more about my seneschal.
As you wish, Lord Captain. What would you like to know?
What were you before
I
seneschal?
used to be an officer in the Navis Imperialis. No. Used to be is not quite right. It was not simply a job. It was my calling. The essence of my life. I was proud to serve Lord Captain Theodora. but in my heart and mind, I'm still an officer of the Imperium. I met Lord Captain Theodora on a mission where the Imperial Navy was providing reinforcement to the rogue traders' army on one of the frontier worlds. Our acquaintance was not easy. Working with people outside the Navy hierarchy has never been my strong suit. It was to my great surprise then that after the mission's completion, I received a referral to leave my service in the Navy and join the rogue traders' personal council. It was a difficult choice for me, but I saw in the offer a chance to serve the interests of humanity even more effectively than in the Navis Imperialis. You do not need me to tell you just how remarkable a person Lord Captain Theodora was. I recognized her at once as a true leader and formidable creative force, one who had built a protectorate amidst the dangers and wildness of the Expanse.
Do you have a family?
I am a widower. I am a father of 4, and if my information is not outdated, a grandfather of 11. My family lives on Dargonis. None of my children express any eagerness or aptitude for serving aboard ship, and I would hardly have insisted that they follow in my footsteps.
Interested. He comes. His family's from in the same place where one of the data caches is. That could be interesting. Let's pursue forward and let's look at the Coronis Expanse map and see where we can go. Go to Shum Footfall. That is the station. There it is, Footfall on the far side. Unknown ships in the corner. Lord Captain, I'm getting reports of several ships moving towards us. Judging by the fact they're not responding to our hails and the telemetry shows a trail of macro batteries, they're not here for a chinwag. Ready to issue orders to prepare for battle at your command. On my order, all stations prepare for combat. Let's not worry about chin wagging and trying to assign blame. We can do that once we have escaped. Or destroyed them all. Or I don't quite know how this is going to go. Any key. Void combat. Cobra class destroyer, Cobra class destroyer. You have engaged the enemy in space combat. Battles in space and on the surfaces of planets work quite differently from one another. Really? In space combat, the battlefield is separated into 3 zones marked by various degrees of brightness. Acceleration zone, mid-movement zone, and end-movement zone. Ships traveling at high speeds even during combat, which is why both your ships and those of your enemies must move a certain distance each round. You can only end your turn once your ship has traversed the minimum required distance upon entering the end movement zone. Move the ship, left click, and any accessible sail on the battlefield. Once you do, you will see a hologram of the ship that will allow you to evaluate the efficiency of future attacks and actions from your position just as you would in regular combat. And click right mouse button to undo. Okay, well let's turn around for a start so I can actually see everybody in front of me. Okay, on the prow I have a Mazoa lance weapon within a narrow firing arc. He's only got 50 health. Boss pattern torpedo tubes. Lots 4 torpedo salvos with plasma warheads in the selected location. These torpedoes can move and attack starting from the next round. Oh, nice. Macro cannons, which fire 2 shots, dealing 14 damage per shot. 4 on the sides, 4 on the other side. Void ship ram or restart shields. Thought at the start of the flagship's next turn, rerouting the power to the shields reduces the flagship speed by -3 and firing range by -2. Okay, we've got all of our masters that don't seem to be here. Supposed to go to there and say fire the lance cannon at this guy. ship is equipped with an arsenal of weapons which differ in terms of range. The shields that deal damage to an enemy, you must first pierce their shields. 2 shield arrays cover the ship's sides, 1 protects its bow and 1 its stern. Facing an enemy ship equipped with shields, choose your angle of attack wisely and direct your fire at the side where the shields are weakened or completely depleted. Recover each round. Rogue Trader's flagship is likewise protected. While depleted, the ship will take damage. You know, recover at the start of the next turn. Instead, they can be restored using restart shields. Have reduced movement and firing range. Okay. So, okay, I can see. Got it. I get their shields. So I've taken down his front shields or bow shields. 35 shields all round. We did do some damage to him as well. There you go, yeah, some of it disengaging. Let's live to fight another day. Alright, those torpedoes will be available next turn. You're fired or torpedo salving. In priority order, once their turn begins, you will be able to direct them. Base occupied with your flagship without damaging it. As soon as torpedoes reach a side adjacent to an enemy, they explode. Enemy ships can attack your torpedoes and destroy them before they reach their target. One well-placed shot destroys 1 torpedo in a salvo. Okay, and that will be my turn. He's going to attempt to run. He is going to come forward. Well, he's going to get a shot or 2 off, I think. He got through our shields by the looks of it, which is a bit interesting. My torpedoes. Of course, they have to generally go off in the direction they've started in. As do I, by the looks of it. In fact, come around this way so I can give him my shielded side. Let's reach one of the end phase cells. Ah, whoops, sorry. I keep doing that. I keep pressing spacebar trying to actually make him move there. Let's give him my shielded side. He is still trying to get away. Again, he's getting through my shields, which is interesting. Aha! Bring my torpedoes around here. I think he just exploded. Yes, he did. I'm a little bit annoyed that it took us away from that so fast. Oh, he's just outside of our range. Still just outside of our range. This is highly annoying. Ah, come on. Oh my days, he is dancing on the edge of my range. This is getting annoying. He seems to be more agile than I am. Oh, wait, so these guys can come all the way around. My plasma torpedoes. It's taken so long with the engines. Oh, yeah. Man, I need some better maneuverability. Well, let's come round. At least I'm starting by facing him this time. Good, he's trying to run. I can deal with that. Because I can... Ooh. Yes, I can chase. Battle is over. Beautiful. Enemy attacks can penetrate your shields and damage your ship's hull. This damage remains after the battle is over and must be repaired. Open the void ship management screen to make repairs to your ship. Use scrap to repair your ship and restore its hull integrity. Scrap can be found whilst exploring star systems, collected after certain space battles, or purchased from merchants affiliated with various factions. So we went and found 32 scrap and ancient machinery ×4. Okay. Press V to open the void ship thing. It will cost me... I have 32 scrap. Hull repair will cost me -7 scrap. Ah. 1 scrap per health, basically. Yes, they penetrated my shields quite nicely, really. Let's go and repair the hull. We do have upgraded hull and ram. Reduces damage suffered when ramming another void ship. Fantastic. And we are missing part of an arsenal. Okay, so we are on the edge of the world. Alta Templum Calaxis X-17. Drusus's Blessing and Footfall. Let's come to a dead world, as it's on the way. I mean, I may as well just do a big loop around. Begin scan. Tithe grade Z001. Dead world added to the worlds of the Expanse. Okay. Rebundus. Active quest no. Active rumors no. That literally has absolutely nothing on it whatsoever. I mean, it did say it's a dead world. Lord Captain, the station's airlocks have been sealed from the inside. A Vox recording is stating that the priesthood of Alta Templum Calaxis X-17 Sanctuary have no desire to communicate with the laity and are refusing access to guests on the basis of the Adeptus Mechanicus privilege of inviolability, granting them sole jurisdiction over their sacred rites. Of course, I think this is actually the people that didn't want to be disturbed, if I remember now. They do blessed meditation to better understand the knowledge of the Omnissiah, or I don't know, something like that. Lord Captain, we have the flagship Drusus's Blessing with a small escort dead ahead. They are requesting a direct Vox channel, patching you through. Chartist Captain Austerius Thorfast. Wow. Greetings, Lord Captain. I am honored to speak with the rogue trader of House von Valentius. May your name be known through the ages. Chartist Captain Austerius Thorfast, bearer of a free charter of the merchant fleet. How can I be of service? What is your squadron doing here? We develop supply routes for Chartists. You see, my ship is a representative of the merchant fleet in this part of Imperium territory. Yet we do not have a fixed, charter-defined trade route. Our mission is to establish business contacts with voidfarers in need of regular ship repairs and those who are interested in specialized goods. Where do you source such things? Frankly, they come from both everywhere and nowhere. We get our wares either from lucky voidsmen who stumble upon an abandoned or dilapidated ship somewhere in the neighboring system, or from lucky ones whose sorry tub arrives on footfall in such a state that it's easier to take her apart then to restore her. For the most part, all the Expanse has is fleets of different organizations and small flotillas of merchant ships. Uninterrupted communication between worlds is a matter of life and death for many outposts of humanity. So even in this dark corner of the Imperium, there are chartists and ships assigned to the various Adeptus. Alas, the Expanse has next to no stable trade routes, so the job can be precarious at times. Then again, no one is more intimately familiar with the hardships of local commerce than a rogue trader. Let's have a look at what you have. Drusus's Blessing. There is no peace among the stars, is there? The Imperial Navy. Reputation. Void Eldari trophies, Void Dukari trophies, Void Heretic trophies, Void Pirate trophies. They like a good trophy, and that's all they'll take. I don't think I've got anything that they're going to want. I had some Heretic stuff, but... Oh, Void Pirate trophies. I'm not going to, because that'll get me 300. But, I mean, I need 3,500 just to get to the next level. Immediately consumed, this item provides 50 scrap. Now again, I'm not 100%, I probably should have checked up on this, if I'm being perfectly honest. I'm not 100% sure how all of this works. But it seems that the higher my profit factor is, I can just take stuff, basically. Torpedo troops capable of firing 4 plasma torpedoes with 19 damage warheads. That's basically what I've got. I've also got a Mazoa Lance weapon. Class 1 drive. This plasma drive provides 11 speed along with strong acceleration and braking. With low acceleration and braking. Ooh. Little less speed. I assume that'll be my... hang on, cancel. Info. Ship speed. Speed determines the number of VMP a ship gains at the start of their turn. Void movement points. Yes, I thought so. So that's how far it can move. Parameter of engine components determines the length of a ship's acceleration and end phases, and the size of their respective zones. Engines with stronger acceleration and deceleration have larger acceleration and end movement zones. Okay. Got it. Strong acceleration and deceleration have larger acceleration and end movement zones. I mean, I assume that's a good thing. A scrap box. I mean, we may as well grab all 7 of those. There's nothing stopping that. Provide void ships weapons with the targeting data, granting 80% hit chance and 5% critical. With granting 90% hit chance and 5% critical. Well, we may as well get the upgraded version of that. You have received new equipment for your ship. To install it, open the void ship management screen from the panel. Yep, sure. I'm going to get the new engine. Glimmer pattern void shield array provides 80 points of protection for each sector, which each sector this amount is doubled against enemy blast attacks. It's 4 plasma torpedoes with 19 damage warhead, and I have the Mazoa Lance weapon, which is the same. And I assume... Oh, in fact, let's get another Mazoa Lance. I might be able to stick another one on the front of my ship, for all I know. You know what, let's just keep going. Not going to get the Glimmer pattern, because I don't actually want it. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure having all of this stuff given for free. I'm really not quite sure how that all works. Arsenals. No component is available, or specs. That's a 90% hit chance now and a 5% critical. The engine. Which one do I have? I have the 2A. That's 11 speed. Oh, okay, no, so I don't... I read that the wrong way around. I thought I had the 13 speed. No, I don't want to switch those around. I don't have anything that can go there. Okay, these are just prow weapons. Okay, so they are in fact exactly the same as I've already got. These are Mazoa macro cannons, which fire off the front. Ah, right, these are my torpedo tubes. I was misreading most of this. I was so happy with... Like I said, I swear it's just like free loot. Crazy. Let's go to Footfall. And let us continue with the story. Oh! Make plan to fall on Footfall. Wait for the completion of the ship's inspection. Okay. Let's keep going to Footfall. Void Duck Alpha Row. Can't go to the Shadow Quarters. There's the Atrium, Liege's Residence. Very nice. Okay, Void Duck Alpha Row it is. Choose your companions. Those are in fact all of the... Well, of course they're the only ones I've got left because Hendrix is apparently leaving me. I'm sure I could get him to stay if I tried, but I don't know if I will. Burst attacks are harder to dodge. That's not what my experience has been, but I'll take your word on it. Generally found burst attacks don't hit anything. Well, I suppose they've got a less chance to hit, but if they, I guess, roll the right RNG to hit, then they may be harder to dodge. I mean, it's harder to dodge someone who's not actually aiming at anything. Make sure there's enough standard messages saying praise be the Emperor. This does not seem incognito. There's a party waiting to greet us. Who are bowing. Your lordship, forgive me for not welcoming you with the appropriate obeisance. We'll be told that you would prefer to arrive on Footfall incognito, and so we are trying to attract as little attention as possible. I'm here on behalf of the Liege of Footfall, Lord Vladim Tokara. The Liege awaits the chance to speak with you at his residence, but if you have other business to attend to, I can serve as your guide and tell you about the station. This is so familiar. Behind the amber-colored scattering of words of welcome, far less appealing hues lurk, murky and diluted. Look of someone accustomed to lying and hiding their intentions. Someone's coming, and they're coming for us. Watch out, Lord Captain. Who's coming? Judging by the voices, there's a lot of them. Angry. They've got teeth. But they aren't that sharp. Their strength is in their numbers. Pray, what are you talking about? What could you mean by such a cryptic pronoun? He doesn't get to say the rest.
Hey, newcomers! How's this for a warm welcome? I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Oh, we can actually get into position. That's interesting. So we've got 3 thugs over here. Look at the size of that chainsword on their back. That's huge. We've got what I can only assume might explode by there. We've got 3 more here, 3 more here, 2 more here. Okay, and our greeting party have all been massacred. So much for incognito. We've got 2 ranged here. Looks a bit like a ranged. Melee and ranged. Okay, so let me see. You can come this way, Bahadur. Abelard. You can come this way. You can... have you behind here. Let's have Dara next to you. Let's have Pascal on this side with Cassia next to you. Let's be having a lot of you.
Let's make it quick.
Yes, gather round what I hope is explosives.
Deliver us!
Oh. And blow yourselves... Oh, they've destroyed my cover. Abelard. It just says cover. It's not explosive, apparently. It's got skulls on it.
It will be done.
Yeah. Not huge amounts of fun. Armored Anva. Oh. These two are the big guys on the side by the looks of it. Enver, Thurg. Oh no, we got two on this side as well who are both armored. Let's go and recover, and all of you guys need to come charging for me, and let's brace as well. That should affect these two. Yes, very nice. Navy officer and their allies in a 3-star radius gain +2 deflection for each archetype taken by the Navy officer. Okay.
Let's get to it.
Oh, we've got a couple of guys hiding back here too. And Bloodstained Amelia. Hello. Dodged in the right direction as well. I'm going to come stand here, and then I'm going to...
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
chop those two down.
Nothing I can't do.
Of course, I should have done it at all costs. We'll get that for next time. Always forget to use that. That needs to be the very first thing I ever click with Bajado.
Show me what you've got.
Just a minor setback.
Hold on.
0 damage. Not bad at all. Woo! Well, 6 damage.
Let's get to it.
Good. He's dead. Tried to walk away. Didn't work. Let us... Well, you need to get into cover for one. So I'm going to stick you in here.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Of course. Let's... I'd like to keep... 2 points for the good old lidless
Emperor,
gaze.
give me strength.
That's a lot of dead people, quite frankly. Nobody is bleeding or wounded, or nope, doesn't look like it. Oh, we got forewarning. That was because I listened to her. Let's have
I'm not
Abelard
accustomed to being ordered around.
move up, quite frankly.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Get him right into the middle of all of that. Cassia can end as well. Argenta. We are going to... Bloodstained Amelia.
Doubt is for the weak. This is why I was chosen.
Beautiful. Run and gun. And I'm actually going to go for...
As the Emperor he will strike is a
Beautiful.
prayer.
The double... Oh, not quite the double kill. But that also does allow me to basically... Yeah, get a few more points on this.
In
To have
thy
firearm
light
mastery.
I stand, and thy light I crave. Faith without this is why I was chosen.
Then let's really
As
start
the
laying
Emperor
in
commands, I act.
Bloodstained Amelia. Okay, that's her done.
Time to slaughter someone.
Trying to run away.
Was your biggest
Oh, how
mistake.
silly of you. I am going to... Oh, let's give her the right weapon. There. Then let's
Anything else?
blow a few people's brains out with my psychic power. Done and done. Then...
Will do.
Analyze enemy. I realize I probably should have done this first.
Was that you?
Guarantee Bloodstained Amelia's death until by next round is the general idea of all that. I'm going to come to there. Are going to... I think we're just going to walk in and start swinging, to be honest. Oh, that's a terrible idea. I mean, his weapon is thus, if I want to go and hit multiple people, it's got a hell of a swing. Hell of a swing. Which I don't think I can quite get away with without taking out Abelard at the same time. What I might do is come to there instead. Put down some perfect shots. Then... Beautiful. Died so hard that the top half of her is still standing on one leg. So hard she was just shot.
Let's get to it!
Didn't they have got
I've suffered worse.
opportunity attacks? Right there. I come to there and say shoot.
A tactically sound approach.
Oh, the second guy dodged. How dare they?
I will do my duty.
Oh, talk about hang on by threads. 2 on 1 health. That's just unlucky. Come and stand in here and
Forge ahead!
take out him.
Nothing of value has been lost. Not a problem for me.
I kind of wanted to stand in the middle of both of them. He parried.
All too easy.
Dare he? So we are down to 4 enemies. These 2 and these 2. Doesn't really get 2 attacks is the problem.
That is foolishness.
No line of sight? Really? Am I honestly being told that she cannot see Abelard? Okay. That means I shouldn't be able to hit him. Interesting all the same. Give him boost of stats.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Give him his extra
Isn't
turn.
this a job for the serfs?
Let's at least chop one of these guys down.
Reduced to dust. For fun, Valancius!
Chop both of these guys down.
One fewer target.
Stay as you are. Argenta can...
I refuse.
You refuse, do you? If I come to that side, I can see them both.
Guided by faith.
But probably should have shot the other one, because if he walks away from Bahadur, he can be killed. That's all good. Let's... Oh. Walk forward like a boss.
But
then
of
let's
course.
scream at him. Like a boss.
Farewell.
Done. Well, that was a warm welcome. The shivering young servant looks up at you with horror in his eyes. Emperor, protect me. They killed. Every time I warn them, and then they go all... Dear Emperor, our Lord and Savior, how could this have happened? Who could have thought? Got quivering unwashed worm and answer me. Who would dare to attempt such an outrageous attack? I'm going for that one. Your lordship, these guys were Amvers. They're a gang. They're the worst, I'm telling you. They're scared of no one, not even Liege Tokara. Is this thing happen often? Shooting? Yes. Attacks on nobles? Not very often. Unless it's the Anvers. They're vicious. Not a week goes by without them killing and gutting somebody. They're wicked heretics. They respect nothing. They follow no rules. Go and report this to the Liege. Yes, I'm sorry, your lordship. I'll just go and report to the Liege. They killed her. They killed my lady. Oh, this is terrible. Yes, off you trot. Off you trot. Oh, that's Liege representative. You carrying anything good? Oh, somebody's got a beautiful combat shotgun here. We've got some flak chest plates, which is different from flak armor because it has less armor. Okay, flak chest plates aren't going to be worn by me either, by the looks of it. A weighty axe. Shock baton. Chainsword. I mean, I don't think these things are overly... I mean, let's put it all this way. I am going to grab that back. The auto pistol. We're not going to worry about that. Carapace chest plate. Okay, yep, that can all be added to cargo. Just a normal shotgun. Yep, we'll just keep the combat shotgun. All right,
Victory awaits.
All cargo again. Grab some goods. Leaflet. We need no rules or leaders. We are not an organization. We are a force of nature. Okay, ANV. Interesting. Nice, same old garbage. Now let's give somebody that combat shotgun. I'm thinking it might be... In fact, I'm thinking it might be Abelard. It is a much better... It's pretty much the same... Pretty much the same, except it does more damage and it has a little bit more range. So it claims the range, the attack pattern seems to be exactly the same, but apparently has a bit more effective range, I would assume that would be. Let's go ahead. You can get a combat shotgun. Scrappy lasgun. You can go Dago. Rebels sniper rifle. And I believe you're using a sniper rifle. You are. 12 to 16. What that is. Atago. Now the Rebels sniper rifle, on the other hand. Dodge reduction, additional hit chance. Those do go down a bit, actually, but damage does go up. We'll give that to you, then. Shotgun. Although the arc rifle, I think... He's the only one that can equip plasma weapons. Oh no, the others can use the arc rifle. They can't use the pistol, though. He's the only one that can use that. The arc rifle, when the wielder hits a target with the arc rifle, they also attack all enemies within 2 cells of the target. Oh, very nice. I'm thinking this might come... Give this to me, I think. Shotgun. Let's add those to cargo. Officer's chainsword. Not going to be better than what you've got, is it? Oh, maybe. More armor penetration. Same attacks. 10% parry, minus 10 to enemy weapons. Oh, very nice. Let's swap that over. I can go to cargo. Life draining sword. And go to cargo. War World Origin. I don't think any of us are War World Origin characters. Zoa pattern sword. Probably looks pretty, but I don't think it's going to be much use to me. Telepathy staff. Vision of Death, Heroic Act. Info. Target must pass a willpower resistance test. If failed, the target suffers mental damage. The part of the damage equal to 30% of the target's current wounds cannot exceed 300. That suffers Psyker's staff power level mental damage. Oh, just the target suffers. Doesn't have to. Always triggers perils of the warp. Prerequisite features telepathy. Target suffers Psyker's staff power level plus Psyker's psi rating plus 30% of the target's current wounds. Mental damage. Part of the damage equal to 30% of the target's current wounds cannot exceed 300. Interesting. But I do quite like the one I've got, to be honest. The wielder of this staff, power level 6, gains lightning arc ability. So was that? Would this be... Wielder of this staff, power level 9, gains the Vision of Death ability. Okay, so I'm... Not yet, let's keep it. Let's give it a go. I'm not going to get rid of my old one, just in case I want it back. The Bringer of Terror. Assume that's not better than Unfading Valor, is it? Not quite. Also, Heretical Follower. Add that to the cargo. Yes. Now, something I want to do. Color scheme appearance. Show helmet. Off. Show backpack. Okay, I don't see how that makes much of a difference. Show base outfit headwear. Okay, he should be getting headwear. Apply. Okay, that's kind of annoying. And if I take this off... Oh, I don't want to get rid of, like, helmets altogether. I feel like this is a little bit messed up. I don't want to get rid of helmets altogether. I just don't want him to be wearing this helmet, because it looks stupid. I mean, I want his commissar hat. Oh, there you go. Ah, right. That would be what I... Gotcha. So we want the helmet and we want that one. Secondly, my guy's had a shave. He's taken off the helmet and he's had a shave. The helmet is blocking his mustache and beard combination. Look at that. I equip a helmet and it takes his freaking beard off. I mean, the mustache makes him. That grants wear immunity to enemy critical hits for the first 2 rounds of combat. It's a brilliant helmet. But it might get left off because helmet maketh man. Sorry, beard maketh man. I mean, look at that gloriousness. You put on the helmet and it's like, whoa, what are you, 20 years old? Get out of here. Well, he's going to go helmetless for the rest of the game then. At what point, if we come to Abelard, how would such a thing affect you? Is that quite right? Yeah, I mean, that's right for him. But I feel like he's supposed to have... I don't know, but he's going to lose his helmet as well, because I don't really like it. And this whole backpack nonsense, I'm not even sure what it does. Yeah, it's like, what's going on down here? I mean... it made me shave. Got a bunch of aristocrats. Finest wines from Janus. Hey, where did all the servants go? I want some wine. They've gone, my friend. They've just gone. Some citizens. Strange memo, the holy book by the altar. That void damn customs guy. He was always on duty. Does he ever get time off? Does he get any time off? Does he ever leave for a piss? Is he a servitor or something? Guess what? Hang up by the window. Remember to bow to the Emperor through the window. Hang up by the window. Remember to bow to the Emperor through the window. Oh wait, I wasn't actually supposed to add that to cargo. Add to inventory. Inventory. These look like standard containers, but their frames have been reinforced and their sealing improved to keep the smell in. These are used to transport contraband. Oh really? Oh really indeed.
It's about time.
Hang up by the window. I feel like that was a clue to where the secret's being held or something. Quite sure. Let's come around this side as well. Let's have a quick look. Servitors. Mechanicum. Oh, good. So off a dead guy. Or off a sleeping guy. I'm not quite sure if I'm robbing a corpse or not. Okay, so how do we get around into here then? Interesting. Come and buy goods from the best recolager crews in the sector. Hard to honest trader, it's hard to tell the difference sometimes, especially on footfall. I won't accept and I don't even ask. Okay. Then a report. I am right to inform you that 2 days ago the discharge was interrupted by a raid launched by the Anvers gang. In the attack, 3 loader servitors were put out of commission. Furthermore, 1 cargo container, serial number that, was stolen along with its contents. Okay. Maybe I can find said cargo container. Rank 5 functionary Morbito Cavalli. Wait your turn. Another rank 5 functionary. Let's have a quick look at the map. I mean, there's lots of loot apparently that I've missed. And that could be things like the goods there. Opticon 22. Oh, there's actually someone I can speak to. Somebody who has a name, Opticon 22. The tall, hunched tech priest stares at you unblinkingly. A breathing mask conceals his gaunt features. The skin on his hands is of sickly grey hue, while his augment shows signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium, giving him a general air of lugubriousness. I don't know. Initiating identification procedure. This unit is defined as Logis Opticon 22 and is a fully authorized representative structural part of the Cognizance Fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals, donations. Initiating official greeting procedure. Glory success to House von Valencius, requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation Logistar Theta. Pascal and Opticon 22 exchange glances and a short series of binaric signals before bowing their heads in satisfaction. Opticon 22's head bows noticeably lower than Pascal's. What is Logistar Theta? In question, Terran cycles ago the explorator Cognizance fleet received from of Von Valencius Dynasty a volume of high-grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Tantalian void tankers. Received it and then didn't pay. Compensate, remunerate, settle accounts. Should I go on, or is that enough synonyms? The stipulated payment reciprocal offering from the Cognizant fleet can be made to Von Valencius assets at the current time. after which the contractual obligation will be fulfilled, archived. Confirm your status regarding acceptance of the payment reciprocal offering. What payment can I expect? Astra Auto process complexes in the quantity stipulated in the contractual obligation. Each unit has undergone a cycle of maintenance, liturgies, and has been assessed for conformance of the sacred standard template construction. Universal Mobile Orbital Deployment Extractium. So I'm going to guess that would be the extractor things I need for planets. Great creations of the Omnisire, blessed be his beneficence, which has bestowed upon these complexes industrial might and a full cycle of reproduction and life support. I'm gonna say gift. Explorators 5,000. The request is accepted. Contractual obligation Lodge Star Theta is concluded. Because of the fleet thanks House von Valencius for his cooperation. The status of units requested will be increased. I seek friendship. Is interested in, considers expeditious cooperation with rogue traders and the terms of the Treaty of Mars. Is willing to provide services to the von Valencius dynasty. Priority of service tasks can be raised if diplomatic links are strengthened. The Cognizance fleet will be glad. Alternative unavailable to accept. Any samples of sacred technology, samples of profane xenotech, miscellaneous items. Reminder, storage, study, and or disposal of the aforementioned objects with the exception of 3 miscellaneous items is the preferential right of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Pay for information on planets studied by the rogue trader. The Explorer fleet is also accept information about planets in the Cronus Expanse that have not previously been recorded in the planetary register. Why do you want? Omnifaceted study of the Cronus Expanse is the sacred mission operational objective of the Cognizance fleet. Information about the planets and star systems of the Cronus Expanse will be compiled, studied, and transferred to the holy repositories of Mars upon completion of the Great March of the Exploration mission. This process increases the totality of knowledge and decreases the totality of ignorance in the universe. Well. Okay, I can't show the data slate. Let's have a look at the trade deals on offer. Okay, we can't quite get the mobile extractium because I don't quite have enough profit factor. The mobile mining outpost assembled in accordance with the Blessed Standard template construct. I mean, I can get 3 of them. I don't know how many I would have been given. We have now got 5,000 reputation with them. If I get another 650, I do in fact go up to this level of wonderful things. Deflection gloves. All attacks of opportunity deal an additional... Nope. These gloves allow the wearer to parry melee attacks with their ranged weapon using a ballistic skill instead of weapon skill. That's quite nice. Machine right set. Can appease the keeper of any technology. Provides an additional opportunity to call out a machine spirit and interact with a device. Target designator. Whenever the wearer hits an enemy with a dead-eye shot, reduces the enemy's deflection by -1 and applies +1 exploit until the end of combat. Why not? Stim. The user immediately gains +4 MP and +4 AP. For the next turn, their MP and AP are reduced by 2. Grab the medikits. And, oh, we would actually be able to get Weber, which... Target hits by this weapon must pass an agility resistance test to become immobilized for 1 round. Oh, very nice. Toby Pattern Bolter. Very nice as well. That would take a bit more reputation. Let's have a look at reputation. It will take holy gifts, heretic trophies, ship components. Now we do have some ship components. Do we have any holy gifts or heretic trophies? I guess not. Oh yeah, we have some holy gifts. Have some holy gifts. If we get another 150. Oh, we must have some ranged weaponry. We must have so much of that. Let's give him 2 bits of ranged weaponry. Let's trade. There you go. 1 more reputation level gone up. And let's just grab Weber. and Rotobi pattern bolter. If I don't need and or want them, they can just go back in my cargo. That it's not like they cost me anything to grab hold of. So let's come back up this way, and now that we have... Oh, let's come down and nick these goods. Commerce of 90%. Have everybody come this way. Destination Janus. It is covered in dust. It must have spent a long time at the docks. Am I looking in the right direction? No, I'm not. There is cargo just up this way, I think. Goods. Now is our time, not theirs. Go to their homes, drag them out of their beds, carve open their bodies like carcasses at a slaughterhouse. Imperial Navy, Assa Balaka, Chorda, Bon Valentius. Their names mean nothing now. Tomorrow we'll erase them from memory. Well, let's keep that fun book. Have rusted and its contents rotted away, a situation not uncommon for shipments trying to pass through Imperial customs. The rest of Footfall.
Follow my lead.
What do we have going on down here? The Emperor and Drusus fleet. Life of Saint Drusus, Volume 3.
Over.
A small altar at the central spot has been given to Drusus, a saint from the neighboring Elixus something or other. Sector who is widely revered in the Cronus Expanse. Pilgrim, Pilgrim. Okay. Okay.
My success is
Food stats, but is empty and by the looks of it has not been moved in a while. Now is our time, not theirs. Yep, we read that one. Good, great leaflet. Great leaflet.
To the stars.
Let us upgrade our characters because this is where we get our next level of archetypes. Now we have to choose an unstoppable force in the front line and a beacon for their allies, even when facing extremely heavy fire. A vanguard only grows stronger in the crucible of battle. Arch militant. Able to blend various weapons and styles mid-combat, be it melee or ranged or anything in between. Or the Assassin. Identifying the slightest vulnerabilities of key targets and dispatching them by any means necessary. Core focus, high damage, dodge, and dodge reduction. Threat elimination, hit, and run. Frontline leader, defensive support, temporary wounds, absorbing attacks, and attack redirection. I'm going to go for Assassin, I think, on Bahadur. Personal buffs, weapon set, rotation, crowd control. Whenever the Archmilitant uses an attack that is of a different type from their previous attack, the Archmilitant gains a stack of versatility. Valid attacks are single shot, melee attack, single or burst, area melee, area ranged, or burst ranged. The Archmilitant gains +3 weapon skill and ballistic skill for every stack of versatility. The Archmilitant has 4 or more stacks of versatility. The Archmilitant deals additional damage. The Archmilitant can make 1 additional attack each turn, including 1 additional attack on the turn this heroic act was used. The first attack after this ability and each turn afterwards costs 0 AP. Desperate Measures and Heroic Act. Got it. Seek the opening. The assassin sees an opening for each enemy on one of the enemies. Each enemy... Whenever the assassin hits an opening, excluding overpenetration, they deal an additional +10% of target's maxed wound damage. After an attack, the opening is moved to the opposite side of the enemy. Each enemy's openings that were not hit by the assassin during the assassin's turn are moved to a random side of that enemy at the start of the assassin's next turn. Makes an attack with the current weapon against an enemy. This attack cannot miss and deals +50% more damage. It also deals additional damage equal to 25% of the target's missing wounds. You can do the same for the second weapon. I think I am going to make him go as an assassin. Why not? fleet. You can most definitely go Vanguard. Each attack against the Vanguard grants them 1 stack of Unyielding Beacon. Each stack increases their revolve by +1 up to a maximum of +15. All allies in a 2-cell radius around the Vanguard gain 1/5 of that bonus. Temporary wounds applied to the Vanguard now stack, but only remain stacked until the start of the Vanguard's turn. At the start of their turn, the remaining temporary wounds are reduced to the largest amount granted by 1 applied effect. That basically makes him our tank. Right, now what do we have here? Who leave trails of dead bodies in their wake. A bounty hunter chooses their next target before the previous one has even realized it's dead. Core focus, critical hits, defense reduction, killing key targets, and repositioning. Hunter may mark an enemy in combat as prey. Whenever the bounty hunter kills a target marked as prey, they gain a stackable bonus until the end of combat. The bonus depends on the enemy difficulty tier. Plus 25% of the bounty hunter's maximum wounds as temporary wounds. Critical damage, both of the above. Has 3 charges at the start of combat. Master Tactician. We gain Press the Advantage. Empowers their next attack to deal plus 4% additional damage for every stack of tactical advantage the Master Technician has, and loses half of their stacks of tactical advantage rounded up. Okay. Tactical advantage. The Master Technician gains 1 stack of tactical advantage for every 5 momentum gained by the Master Tactician or their allies. Okay, I wonder how much it can stack up to. That's not bad. Arch Militant. The formidable master of warfare, able to blend various weapons and styles mid-combat, be it melee ranged or anything in between. That was the same, yes, but we're not going to. I think we are going to go basically Bounty Hunter. She will hunt down the heretical prey. Assassin, Bounty Hunter, or Grand Strategist. Matter of battlefield positioning for themselves and their allies. The Grand Strategist is able to increase the battle effectiveness of their party by designating and strengthening important parts of the battlefield. Core focus, battlefield control, ally buffs, unique, etc., etc. Combat tactics. Can create a specific areas providing bonuses to allies, including the Grand Strategist frontline, backline, and rear. The first round of combat, all 3 areas can be created in 1 turn. In the following rounds, only 1 of them can be created per turn. All areas can be moved with the corresponding abilities, 1 per turn, and cannot overlap. The 2 or more Grand Strategists in the party, the combat tactics areas are common, all Grand Strategists, and the highest intelligence bonus and fellowship bonus of all the Grand Strategists is used. I'm going to assume that that is, yes, what she can get. Always in the thick of battle. No, she's going to become a Grand Strategist. She is going to become... thinking Bounty Hunter as well. I'm thinking Assassin is more of a melee character. I mean, each enemy on one side of the enemy's sides. After an attack, the opening is moved. I mean, well, it doesn't necessarily say so. At least people both say, you know, let's make you an assassin. And you can become a bounty hunter. I don't know if those are the right choices, but they're the choices that have been made. And let's go further into Footfall. We are in the atrium, I assume. Oh, no. The atrium is where we want to go. We could also go to the shadow. Let's go to the atrium. Maybe I'll be sent to the shadow quarters, because I feel like I'm going to be dealing with a certain gang. So let's find out. Whenever you do a melee attack, you gain weapon skill for each ally adjacent to the target of this attack, aka a flanking bonus. Makes perfect sense. Alright, let's go see The leaders of footfall. Oh! Poor guy. Pilgrims. Free goods. Oh! There's a cloak in that. Fireproof cape. The wearer of this cape is immune to burning. Whenever the wearer ends their turn, burning is removed from all adjacent allies. Oh. Let's... Potentially... go for Pascal. Oh, he's already got something. What's he got? Whereas range attacks decrease their target's dodge by -5%. I feel like that would potentially be better. Gento, though not many things survive her ranged attacks, but never mind. Then we also grabbed the Toby Pattern Bolter. That is a definite improvement. Also grabbed the Weber. Ah, yes. The net cannon, basically. When the wearer must fall unconscious, a stasis field immediately recovers toughness bonus wounds. Instead, the wearer loses all MP, but gains plus 30% to dodge for 1 round. Compared to one of the effects on them in the following order. Now we'll keep that. I'm actually going to give this to one of these two. +5 fellowship for each enemy in a 2-star radius. Have that. These gloves allow the wearer to parry melee attacks with their ranged weapon using ballistic skill. Wearer gains 5% critical chance to single shots and deadeye shots. Let's give you... In fact, no, you're not really in combat that often. Ballistic skill... or... weapon. Your weapon skill is much higher anyway. Range attack hits an enemy. The wearer gains 5% bonus to critical hit chance for the next range attack against the same enemy. Shots and deadeye shots. Tech use. Equation. Ranged attack hits an enemy. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame. Whenever the wearer hits an enemy with a deadeye shot, it reduces the enemy's deflection by -1 and +1 exploit till the end of the turn. You can get that as a trinket. Let us also re-equip some grenades. Grenades are always fun. And quite frankly, we need to use a few more of them. Deals energy damage, so probably good against Mechanicus targets. Heretical follower, that can be added to cargo. Leather armor. Plus 5% armor against human enemies. The incoming damage for average enemies attacks by 20%. That is actually a little bit better than what she's wearing. And like I said, I don't think we have any War World on us. Keep that around a second. The Weber, practical follower, that can go to cargo. Okay, I will sort the rest of this out off screen.
None shall stand in my way.
I am forever astonished that Reverend Hieronymus makes do with that shoebox of a chapel in the atrium.
Appeared here back when the station was founded and was assumed
several temples far more befitting his status.
The Drusians are a unique order. They teach people to be content with little, and they follow that principle themselves.
Pilgrim, pilgrim, pilgrim. Use the cogitator. Logic, Pascal.
The machine code grants me insight.
Oh. Alright then. Up here we go, because we've been granted access. Athletics to jump over. Then we get Commander's Monocle. Whenever an ally under the effect of the wearer's voice of command ability makes an attack during an extra turn, this attack deals an additional 9% damage. Very nice. And a greatsword, two-handed melee weapon, light. Decisions now have to be made. Now the monocle's easy. Oh, I say that. What are we taking off? Grants. That's +3 logic. We don't need those. You can have Law of the Warp. Yes, very much so. Now, I assume you're my logical man. Logic 75. Critical chance to ranged attacks against enemies with less than 50% wounds left. Oh, so I wonder, can... If I take that off... Give you... that. If I give you... that... Do that, there you go. You can have the monocle. And live with that. No silly little helmet. Now, he does do better with axe, to be fair. This guy, on the other hand, oh, he's got +10 bonus to commerce and law Imperium. I think we are going to go for the greatsword. Yes, we are. Look at that. That is awesome. And the combat shotgun. That is a combination and a half. Absolutely. We have 18 in a stack, apparently. Okay. Can we... No? It's very, very strange how they won't stack. I'll go and put that there. Oh, we've got 2 there. Oh, there you go. That's now stacking. Look at I... No? Wow, this is all very weird. It's like a weird game of... I don't know. It's just a weird game. Oh! Awareness,
That
100.
wasn't so difficult.
Numerous wounds and injuries indicate that this was a particularly brutal murder. The letters A and V are carved into the victim's shoulder blade. Okay. Back over. And come back
Victory awaits.
down. Going all the way to the end, basically. Another, now is our time? Yep. Know, my children, that the truth is carved in gold, and the parchment of the soul, where lies and heresy are the poison that threatens to erode the parchment. Okay. Oh, hello. Art of Footfall is a colossal statue of the Emperor carved from a single asteroid. I mean, they really do make him look like a corpse emperor in the, that's how they're gonna carve him.
A new challenge for me.
Like the kind of leaning into the, heretics. Carnival Barker. The Liege's Palace. Continue to... Herald, Guard. Aristocrat, Citizen, Carnival Barker. The young man is clearly making every effort to look dapper. His fashionable clothes are practically new and his hair is well groomed. What ruins this impression is the poorly scrubbed off oil stains from his leaky implant and the fit of the jacket, which was clearly made for someone else. Come one, come all. See for yourself the best collection of live Xenos on Footfall. I demand this abuse be stopped and all captives freed. I will buy the captives from you. What kind of collection is this? Dangerous, vicious, ruthless Xenobeasts caught red-handed as they were attempting to commit evil against the Imperium. But right now they're harmless. Our cages can withstand their rage, but I wouldn't recommend getting too close. These aren't Xenos, they're mutants in makeup. Not Xenos, you say? I'm sure there must be a mistake. I will check the shipping list myself, rest assured. His words are oozing with greenish-yellow hues. I do not think the promise will be kept. Such entertainment is lucrative precisely because billions of Imperium subjects have never encountered a Xenos in their life. Ignorance and curiosity create colossal demand, and that's what I was taught, and I can see that the lesson was truthful. You know what I see? Heresy. The shipment must burn. You will burn along with them. Okay, we've already done that. We know that he's not going to go and check the lists. So they're just mutants in disguise. Are mutants heretical? I mean, they're not Xenos. Steve.
I won't tolerate
I don't
weakness.
think they are, technically. Ronimus Doloroso and somebody else. Oh, what do we got going on here? The prison crowd has closed in on several harried-looking individuals. Some of their faces are smeared with fresh blood. The angry cries and twisted faces leave no doubt. A massacre is about to take place. Just cut their throats already. What were they thinking letting that ship dock at Footfall? They're all stricken. No, no cutting. We get their blood on us. We'll be tainted too. Better burn them. Okay. What is going on? Hieronymus Doloroso. Be quiet, you scoundrel. A priest clad in a simple black remnant cuts through the crowd like a void ship crossing the sky. You dare pass judgment on others. What arrogance to think you have the right. Argenta starts at the sight of the elderly priest. That's Reverend Hieronymus. I'm surprised he decided to intervene in a street squabble. Intervene? What's going on here? And who are you supposed to be? I am the judge of the worthless and the executioner of cowardice, for I come from the Officio Praefectus. Which one of you void rats just dared to address me without the proper respect? I'm going to raise my voice. Crowd shrinks away from your booming voice as if physically struck, although that isn't far from the truth. They avert their eyes and cower under your burning gaze as it sweeps over the gathered riffraff. Finally, one trembling rabble-rouser is pushed forward. We were just rooting out heresy here. These scrawny ones, they're from the ship that came from the bowels of the Coronus Expanse. They've got plague there and mutants. And now they're spreading that rot everywhere, that taint. They're all... Silence! You must be completely out of your minds. A band of woefully dim-witted reprobates who think themselves bringers of justice. Who are you to pass judgment on anyone? All you ought to be doing is suffering and repenting till the end of your days. And what's so wrong about that, Reverend? We just want to put these heretics to death. We are not heretics. The haggard man is on the verge of tears. We're refugees. I swear it on the Golden Throne. We served the Imperium faithfully until they hung us out to dry. Where were the protectors that were meant to shield the lands of humanity from nightmares? Traitors? Traitors and heretics, the lot of them. A murmur runs through the crowd. The people gawk at you, at the priest, at the wretched group huddling in the center. How tiring. The motley sea of colors that fills this restless cloud is hard on the eyes. So many hues, but most of them are acid yellow streaks of fear. The red buds swelling, ready to burst and paint all who are gathered here. Of troublemakers wearily, and they shudder at the very sight of her. As for the hearts of those who have been forced to defend themselves, they are shrouded in purplish black grief, but their words are as transparent as the ice that lies on top of a glacier. But commoners are always deaf to others' suffering, for such is their nature. Interfering in their affairs is hardly worthy of you or me, Bahadur. All onlookers return to their homes immediately. The refugees can go to Dock Alpha Row. I will speak to you later. Comply or face the consequences. People before you insult those instead instated by the throne to be above them, and thus they deserve death. Number 2. None of the people dare defy you. They back away carefully, trying not to look at you. Refugees use the interruption to make off in the direction of Dock Alpha Row. Crowd cleared. The arrogance and self-righteousness of a malefactor. The priest shakes his head disapprovingly, then his eyes shift to you. I am Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso, head of the Drusian mission here on Footfall. I thank you for stepping in. Please come see me when you have the time. We can talk then. And he slowly wanders off whilst I stare at the screen. When you guys are ready. Okay, let's leap over this blocked passage.
I did fine.
You did do fine. Thank you, Pascal, 100%.
Operation successful.
Free goods. Cogitator, logic from Pascal.
My success is irrefutable certainty.
Follow my lead.
Grab these goods as well. Oh, what were they? We got a pair of boots. Where have they gone? Where have they gone? Where have they gone? Where are my boots? Where have they gone? Oh, here they are. Unyielding Vanguard boots. All allies in a 2-star radius around the wearer gain a plus 40% bonus to resolve from the Unyielding Beacon ability instead of the original bonus. I believe that was your ability. Whenever the wearer kills 2 or more enemies with a single attack, the attack does not spend all of the wearer's MP. The wearer deals damage to an enemy. The wearer has 25% chance to gain 2 MP. You. Hieronymus Doloroso. One of you's going for a very long run. Oh, one of you almost got stuck. Dreadful Xenos. These were packed as cargo.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Museum Preacher. Is that Hieronymus? I don't think so. Doubt is the first step toward heresy.
The premonition runs true.
Arsimus Dwayne, the legendary rogue trader who founded Footfall. And there he is. See? It's all about the mutton chops, folks.
It's about time.
All about the mutton chops. Good. And Hieronymus Doloroso. Emperor Protect. The Emperor protects, Reverend. But he protects only those who are pure of heart. You think yourself one of them. Be leery of this conviction of yours. Many who have risen to the pinnacle of faith have fallen from it into the embrace of pride, most degenerate. And you must be the young von Valentius. That name carries weight, and it is a burdensome one, for its reputation suggests that Theodora encumbered it with many a transgression. I wonder, will you seek to shed them, or will you carry them onward, picking them along the way like a ripe fruit and savoring their sweet poison? Hey, let's go for dogmatic. Take the sign of the Aguila. He does it back. Gained 8 experience, dogmatic +4. Well, then be twice as diligent, for this sector will seize any chance to test your faith. Greetings, sister. I congratulate you on your return. Was your pilgrimage fruitful? It was, Reverend. Let it be known to you that Theodora von Valencius' ship was attacked by servants of the arch-enemy, who appall the heart of any righteous soul. And not all of them met a fitting end. Some fled, and more than that, their blasphemous words clearly pointed to this attack being part of a larger design. Reverend Hieronymus, I wish to join the esteemed Rogue Traders crew and help protect the Von Valencius dynasty from the forces of the arch-enemy. I am diverting myself of the responsibility of guarding the Footfall Reliquary. I am divesting. Number 2. Follow the call of your soul, sister. The Footfall Reliquary will be preserved even without your contribution, as it was in all the years preceding your arrival. I know what it is that calls you to follow the Rogue Trader, Sister Argenta. You seek combat, for it helps you to forget how hollow and worthless our lives truly are. It offers the illusion of meaning. Perhaps you will relinquish this illusion one day, or perhaps you will die before that day comes. Regardless, I wish you luck on your new path. But before you start on a path toward your new destiny, I have a request to make of you and your companion. Many among my flock are from the poorest, most dispossessed people on Footfall. They've brought me troubling news from Footfall's shadow quarters. In the darkest corners, where the Legis Wardens do not venture, taint has taken root. Footfall is consumed by profanity, but even here, true heresy, serving the arch-enemy, is a rarity. The cultists who now dwell in the shadow quarters mark their abodes with a sun inscribed in blue and gold, and perform strange rituals in secret. The weak find solace in believing these reports to be rumors, but I well know that evil lurks all around us, and I wish to see retribution. We will verify this rumor. With great pleasure. I almost wish for the rumor to be true. My heart yearns to battle some heretics. This is where I bid you goodbye, sister. Noble Bahadur, is there more you wish to ask of me? I have a question about faith. My sermon planted the seed of faith in the heart of another rogue trader once. Incendia Chorda. Perhaps you are destined to become my second fledgling. What is the proper way to worship the Emperor? Pray to him, destroy his enemies, and touch not their poisoned gifts. Cast aside all doubt and be vigilant against the weak souls beside you. When you see a sign of taint, burn it away without pity. Pain is good. It tears the crust of vileness from one's soul. And remember that if you see no fault in you or around you, then you are not being diligent enough in your search, or you are being too lenient on yourself, averting your eyes from the truth. Thank you for your explanations. Think nothing of it, young von Valencia. I must take my leave. The Emperor protects. Now, I can... Acolyte, Drusian Acolyte. I'm sure I should be able to trade with these guys. What am I doing in this den of blasphemers? Pagans and the vilest souls, you mean to say? Well, Footfall is the first and last stop in the Coronis Expanse. It is the point of arrival for those who have just started on their path. It is also where those who are reaching its very end return. Their souls wounded and bleeding. I embrace both the former and the latter, so that they may cast an honest eye over their impunity. Furthermore, rumors across the entire sector amass on Footfall. If I hear crewmen whispering about a proclaimed shrine world or expressing desire to carry the Emperor's light into the darkness among the stars, I help my flock in their sacred duty. Devoted trailblazers need assistance both spiritual and material, tools, equipment, even garments and simple everyday items. Anything that might help pilgrims on their long journey and during the first days of the harsh frontier life is worth its weight in gold to us. May any help you offer to the effort of gathering such things be blessed. The path of true believers leads into darkness, to search for worlds that have lost his radiance, steeped in depravity. Blessed are the deeds of those who give themselves into the void and warp in hopes that their actions might bring light into the darker reaches of the expanse and deliver a previously barren world into the Imperium's service. And all the more bitter is the realization that not all brave souls will succeed in their mission. Footfall still awaits news from the Wasteland Wayfarer, an ancient ark of a ship headed for distant stars. Her last astropathic message was sent from beyond the Cinerus Maleficum, or Maleficum, and the stars have kept her fate secret since. Ooh. I bear another darker duty. The expanse is filled with the tainted creations of unholy heretics. These insidious objects are a danger to the soul, but I know what to do with them. If you on your travels come upon dangerous, corrupted objects, bring them to me, and the reward for your vigilance will be even more generous. The Drusian mission has much to share with the rogue trader. Okay, I do have some of these objects. Oh wow, 5,230 just to get to level 1. Reputation. So, if I come and click on cargo, simply because... Electrified shardnet. Oh, very nice. Where... Nope, it wasn't that. Did have some heretical weapons. See if I can't find them. Yep, life-draining sword. No, that just pushed that down there. That's all good. If that was one of them, heretical. Sure, there was one. Last one. No. Won't be something I've got two of. Character. Practical follower. The last one. So cargo list. Holy gifts get me the most, then jewelry, then ship components. Uniform kit, armor kit. How much do melee weapons get me? They get me a nice 100. Armor kit, armor kit. I'll do for now. Let's just go and trade those in. And what does he actually have that I can take? Instantly increases movement points by +6 and grants 2 charges of the slash ability. It reduces weapon skill, ballistic skill, and perception by -15. The scroll grants the owner a +15 bonus to lore. And the Enforcer helmet. All targets of Taunting Scream suffer -18 penalty to their willpower tests against the ability. Nice. I'll take that. Bloodhound staff. Imperial Scroll, Onslaught. Get everything, basically. Against demon enemies by +2. If the wearer has Conviction, Dogmatic, damage is increased to +4 instead. Elite Chainsword. Hey. Nice, I would have to get my reputation up for that. Okay, maybe I don't give him heretical weapons. He did say he could do something with them. Guess not.
A new
okay, well,
challenge for me.
First mate Dagon. Apparently back here. Can I... Yes, I can get up here. First mate Dagon, how can I help you? Hello, home, voice is quiet, and a dozen gazes shift to you. The tall man with the shaved head is rubbing his hands together nervously. His opulent clothes are nearly bursting at the seams on his muscular body, and his expression is forebodingly grim. But he's trying to put on an air of friendliness. Greetings, you must be... Glances at the scroll in his mechanical hand implant. Master Fidelio? All the guests have arrived. You're the last on the list. And we couldn't well start without you. Your presence is absolutely vital. Well, sign Fidelio. Please, we can talk later. Chaplain is about to begin. Awareness, look around. The gathering you found yourself at seems refined and respectable at first glance. The decorations and attendees' clothes speak of wealth, and so does the location, which isn't far from the Liege's residence. But you notice that most of those gathered are of rather imposing physique. Many of them have scars and military-grade implants. Several of the guests look like they are covering the exit. A few are clearly carrying concealed weapons. Your appearance has definitely attracted everyone's attention. Just about every guest here keeps glancing at you, and some are clearly watching your every move, even though they are trying not to show it. Judging by the way that fellow with the list was talking about this individual, it's someone very important, but it's not a name I've heard before. I've never heard the name before either. Join the attendee. Let's see what's going on. Okay, there's somebody in a box. Oh, what a terribly sorrowful day. We pay our respects to the life and soul of Footfall Society, a loyal servant of the Imperium, a generous benefactor who spared no expense to keep the fire of faith burning, and an example to all future generations, the most noble and unforgettable Master Ballado. This loss. Okay. Big old speech 20 minutes later. So let's offer a prayer to the Emperor for the repose of Master Ballado's soul and the prosperity of his heirs, and now pass over to our most reverend chaplain. And here you all are, you vultures. Let's offer a prayer then, but if you think that the Emperor or the messenger of his will, in other words, myself, does not see into your vile souls, you are sorely mistaken. I wasn't referring to Master Fidelio. At least Dens himself wanted to see him at his funeral. But the rest, I know every one of you, and I would be astounded to discover anyone here who truly mourns his loss. So go ahead, pray for Ballado's soul. Soon the flames will take him. A fitting end for a life like his. May the Emperor keep his soul. Okay, makes a sign of the Aguila and just walks away.
The whispers told me how.
There's an odd smell to this amasack. It seems likely the drink has been poisoned. Interesting. Whoever prepared the body of the grey-haired man lying in the coffin, they did a good job. Even in death, he looks majestic. Abelard maintains a grave expression befitting the occasion until he sees the face of the deceased. He frowns, he peers at it with suspicion, then he gasps, astonished, almost dazed. I'll be. This is quite the meeting. It can be called such under the circumstances. Take a look at the deceased. The implants left in the deceased's body speak of his high standing. Expensive tech is typically extracted from the dead, and only the most prominent and wealthy avoid this fate upon their death. I would tell you all about this man, but the words I'd use would be improper for a funeral. This, your lordship, is Jerry Dens, known back in the day as one of the most notorious pirates in the Coronis Expanse. Turned out to be a former pirate by the name of Jerry Dens. They nicknamed him Jerry Can for his habit of having a jug or two of Promethium on hand. He did love burning things. Oh yes, he was a menace back then. How long ago was it? 60 years ago? I was serving my last days in the Navy when news came of his latest attack. Well, there was a time when the sight of Jerry Can in a coffin would have been enough to make me dance, quite literally. By the throne, I would have danced a jig on the spot, but now, I don't know. No more jumping into the warp right from under the cruiser's nose, eh, you old beast? Who would have thought I'd be at your funeral? Folks on Footfall are known to turn a blind eye to many things, but even the locals aren't so unscrupulous as to honor pirate scum a few paces away from the Liege's residence. But no one has heard of Dens for so many decades, I barely recognized him myself, and I've seen his face on pics a fair few times back then. I assume he retired and started a more or less honest life under a new name. What was it they were calling him? Master Ballado. Now I remember, Reverend Hieronymus mentioned the name Master Ballado as one of the biggest donors to the temple. Oh, interesting.
None shall stand in my way.
Book of Remembrance. Among the words of the parting and praise for the deceased, a fresh entry stands. Repentance, with a signature underneath, bid. The letters are crabbed and barely legible. Okay. Interesting.
We need to investigate.
Down this trap.
I better myself through my service.
Self-firing trap wasn't placed here by accident. Oh. We're going in. Delicately clearing their throat. The source of this sound turns out to be the instrumental cloak you saw next to the chaplain. My good Master Fidelio, I do hope you're satisfied with the services provided by our establishment. Okay, yeah, I seem to have been pulled back. I beg of you, help me. But please keep your voice down. We can't let anyone hear us. It's a matter of life and death. Please understand, it's very difficult to get by on footfall with my wages, and Imperial Regulation 40308L on post-mortal service workers on peripheral worlds directly prohibits the chief operator of the crematorium from leaving their workplace for any reason other than sleep, food, severe illness, and ministration of sacraments. Therefore, I am forced, practically forced, to look for other sources of income that allow me to stay within the walls of this here establishment. I've set up a little, shall we say, enterprise. I replace the implants of the deceased with identical replicas and sell them to the right people when I have a shipment ready. I just prepared the newest batch of superb, unique implants of the highest quality, but I got careless. It was my first sick leave in 4 standard years, and it was on that very day that Master Ballado passed away, and his family was quick to organize a ceremony in our crematorium. I simply didn't have time to prepare, and now my container full of goods, it's in the furnace. If you don't help me, they're going to burn it any minute. I'm going to say number 4. Of course, will do. You'll be most pleased with the results. Just help me, for Throne's sake. For Throne preserve you, make it look like you're just having a look around. It's lots easier than you want to restrict the area without arousing suspicion than it is for me. Find the container. It's in the far corner. Get out and come back to me. I'll be waiting.
I won't tolerate weakness.
So this one? The crematorium. Leaflet. I don't want the leaflet, thank you very much. Okay, I'll collect the leaflet. Oh, I have to collect the remaining trophies. Didn't quite realize the leaflet would count, but okay. Those they can all just go into cargo. Okay, so we're hopefully going to get more documents which answer the mystery of Fidelio. Is who I'm pretending to be. Hang on, let's not get inside quite yet.
Victory awaits!
Heavy plasteel door to the furnace. Space reserved for coffins.
Excellence matters.
The machine god grants me insight.
Looks like they repurposed the nozzle of an ancient station engine in the needs for the crematorium. Automatically opens when touched. It is completely empty.
Stop mocking me.
I'll live another day. Curse you, miscreant!
How do I open fire on things?
Doubt is for the weak.
How may I serve the dynasty?
Watching the
Pain
lady
and duty go
I
hand
wake
in
up with a
hand.
feeling of wonder, as if a field of
Help me, Lord
flowers was
Captain.
blossoming nearby.
Open fire, shoot through the walls, the
child
floors,
was
the doors,
saved.
it's fortified.
I've never felt pain like this.
I'm at
From
your
the
service.
ashes, I will rise.
Yeah, I'm going to pause a second.
take up defense over the body of the fallen units.
Marching on.
Oh, Argento's down.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
It will be done. Lock in our ranks!
That got interesting. Wait, am I dead? No, I've just collapsed on fire. They're on fire, on fire. Put them out quick. Voices come to you through streams of something thick and foul. Your eyes are covered with whatever the unbidden savior saw fit to splash over your head. Your lordliness. Are you alright? Did you hit anything? Any bad burns? You fell right through that there ceiling, and it's a mighty high up. We live here as all, your lordliness. You see, these old tunnels, they dug them back in Parsimus Daywin's time. Right through the asteroid. A little stuffy down here, but it's warmer than up in the big palaces on the surface. And it sure is warm under the crematorium's furnace. They barely burn anyone up there, but they do fire it up often enough. And that's good for us. Sure, sometimes an odd smell makes it through the vents, like they're making roast. Makes your mouth water. What can you do? That's the cost of comfort for you. I mean, wasn't there that Fid lad used to live under the fifth void, and his hussy kept yelling all like, my Fido, Fidelio, Fid, same deal, right? How do I get out of here? No climbing back to the crematorium for you. Look for yourself. It's all burned and collapsed. But it's no biggie. There's only one way up there, so you won't get lost. First, you'll need to pull this big old lever to open the doors. By the busted pipe, that's where the lever is. After that, just walk through the corridors, the shaft, the old warehouse, and there you are on the surface. The fact that the incompetence of the crematorium's maintenance staff saved our lives does not make their negligence any less egregious. I can't say that word. I will register a complaint. Give alms. I'm feeling generous today. Oh, thank you kindly. Something to buy a bit of food with, because, well, we used our soup to put you out, you see, which is only 2 days old. Heh. I must take my leave. All the best on your journey and all. May the Emperor help you and guide you out. Okay, well, we got a couple of wounds. We got some head trauma and some crippled arm, because it took me a while to figure out how I was even supposed to shoot a hole in the floor. And all I know is that, word on the tent reads, Temple. Inside a tiny makeshift altar with candles on it. The cleanest and most well-kept altar you've ever seen. Now, no, I need everybody.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
Steal the fuel.
It's about time.
Yes,
My warp sight reveals something.
hoping that Steam wasn't going to go and take me out. Oh, we're back here. Wait, it is.
A new challenge for me?
I mean, you'd think I'd feel bad about stealing from these guys pretty much, because I can't have a lot. You know, hey, what are they going to do with these goods? Word scribbled on the side of the tent. Library. Then it's half a dozen books titled Life of St. Drusus, High Gothic Alphabet, Properties of Real Valued Sequence and Functions. Vagabond.
What is that?
Oh, goods. We just stole some people's books.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Oh, goods. People have a lot of goods. Oh. Are you coming? You stuck? What's going on there? This way, I think. Athletics.
I rise to the occasion.
Yeah, you do.
None shall stand in my way.
Wow, this is A horrible stench reaches your nostrils long before you see its source. A corridor where punctured pipes and disorganized streams of murky sludge. In the distance, you see the lever that opens the doors leading outside. The only way to reach it is by submerging yourself in the sludge. I'm too old for this. Shh. Think I'm going to be sick. Someone's got to go and pull the lever, right? I propose our holy sister as a candidate. A seeker after spiritual purity shouldn't be put off by a little bit of ordinary muck after all. Hardy ha ha. The person who does all the dirty work for the rogue trader is his seneschal. I'm gonna enter it myself. Oh yeah. Plus if something goes wrong, I want to be the one there ready to destroy it all. Look at me, how nice of me to wander all the way around. Well, let's never talk about this again.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
Disarm this trap.
Duty prevails.
And up to the warehouse we go. Because, of course, we have some vengeance to an assortment of parts for void shield arrays. They look used, but still too new to be replaced. Water purification unit, which you use for the needs of the station instead of gathering dust
I
from
won't
the warehouse.
tolerate weakness.
Servitors. Oh, hello. Move it, I said move it. If the inspection gets to the circuit station before we do, I'll have all of you recycled. Yelling your brains out at servitors won't make them work faster. You know another way to get the lazy brutes to shift themselves? Well, I'm all ears. If the inspection sees a circuit station without a unit, they'll go to Vladim with this. And if Vladim finds out, he won't mince words. He'll give us the old Asbalakan severance, as in kick us out the trash chute without a void suit. Simmer down, we'll be fine. Back in my transport days, I'd show the inspection the same protection screen on 8 different sites, and I never got busted once. I seriously doubt that Vladim's inspectors are any more diligent. They'll fall for our 1 support unit on 3 circuit stations. They won't notice a thing. Better worry about selling the 2 units that we bar. Who the throne is that? This goes beyond a violation of the right of operation. It downright stinks. Just who are you and what are you doing here? We're from the Footfall Station Services, carrying out scheduled maintenance. But you're not going to believe that, are you? You heard everything. Man lays a hand on his weapon. I promised my wife I could go a month without murder. Too bad. Rather break my word than get on the Liege's bad side. All I did was stop by a funeral and introduce myself as Fidelio. Because of this, some people have attempted to burn me alive. Others have drenched me in swill. Now thieving utility workers want to murder me. Starting to feel like a bad joke. How about I just go on my merry way? Godless whelps, you have the gall to call yourself Imperial subjects. Scoundrels aren't even worthy of a bolt to the head from me. It is a privilege granted to any cowardly weasel on the front lines. Yes. Definitely. Heh, that's not true. I am worthy. What are you saying, you moron?
Take a knee and bow before me.
Oh, their servitors are gonna fight me as well. Well, would you look at that? We've got a couple of clerks and a bunch of servitors. All right then, Cassia, hide behind there. You can far forward into the middle. Come left. Stand behind there. Dira, stand behind here. And Pascal has a great opening amount of movement. Comes down behind here. So we will... Oh yes, we have our new abilities now, don't we? The Grand Strategist marks an area of 4x4 cells on the battlefield. The front line. All allies in front line get plus an 11% bonus to armor. And all enemies suffer plus 15% more damage from any source.
If I may.
Front line, back line. All allies in the back line get plus 11% to cover efficiency and dodge and plus 20% dodge reduction.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
And the rear. The grand stretch marks an area of cells. The rear, all allies in the rear deal 11% damage with ranged attacks and gain 10% over penetration and 10%. Oh, I should have put that there. Shame that can't be.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
That's the grand strategist's job all done. I'm going to say this to Bajado.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Sewer aroma. Your variable smell of sewage. Only a thorough scrubbing back on board the ship will eliminate its clinging aroma. What does it do, though? Doesn't seem to do anything. I just smell. Let's give Argenta another turn.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Argenta is going to
I'll do
attempt
it.
to shoot this guy through the brain pan. We mark any enemy in combat as prey. Whenever the bounty hunter kills a target marked as prey, they gain a stackable bonus.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
You are now prey. And burning, bleeding, toxin, stun effect. Target with the voice command to gain plus 14 temporary wounds. Nice. Here, willpower resistant test. If failed, the target suffers Psychostaff power level plus Psycho Psi rating plus 30% of current wounds damage. Okay. A few more
On it.
wounds. And let's screw at him. Damage to the servitor. Oh, and I'm going to actually mark you as prey as well. And then we now actually have Argenta's turn. Shoot this guy again.
Each strike is a prayer.
Depending on stack 2, the number of times a bounty hunter can use hunt. Yes. Back line. Critical damage and critical hit chance bonuses accumulated by using hunt down the prey. Okay. I think that was a level 3.
As the
Let's
Emperor
run and
commands,
gun.
I act.
Let's. Oh, the other clerk is not quite in range.
I'll do it.
Start shooting in his direction then, and
Doubt
happily
is
use
for the weak.
momentum. Yeah, couldn't quite make it. One stand here, and we're not going to shotgun anybody. Creature in a although no, not quite. One creature in a 1 hour radius.
My place is at the fore.
Look at that weapon. He parried. That sickens me to my soul.
Victory is imminent.
Go and use a scream. Let us temporary hit points. You know what?
Indeed.
Make him my sworn enemy as well. None of that was particularly done in the correct order, but that's all good. We'll attempt to keep going. Aha! First thing we have to do, talking about correct order at all costs.
Suits my purposes.
Then I'm sure servitors can still bleed.
Watch and learn.
Do have. Look, they've all got these targets on them. That is because that's on that side. That's on that side. I get it. That's on that side. Enemy in their line of sight and marks an additional opening on this enemy,
Already done.
which turns out to be on my side. Okay. Got it, so hit the openings.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Oh. It's just the slow walk of the servitor. Come to here. And
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
I'm gonna come here and
As the tactical imperative dictates.
have him on. Nice, and then that move to the other side. Okay, and then let's
Running by narrative.
Keen Spirit Banishment. And back to Cassia. Let's
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Bahador an extra attack.
Suits my purpose. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Yes, it was.
Isn't this a job for the
Boost
serfs?
Pascal. Then
I
give
am a
Bahador,
navigator,
move.
not a servitor.
get him up into the fight a little bit more. Done. Adira.
But of course.
Then
Anything else?
let's go and kill him.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Fortunate turn of fate. Correct. Let's forewarn
On it.
Bahador. And let's just end the turn there. Can we hit the Clark? Cannot. Got to hit the Clark from there though.
I'll do it.
Beautiful shooting. Oh,
High momentum.
he stabbed me.
It will be done.
I probably should have done so much of this before I actually
I will
took my
do
go,
like
but I
you
just wanted to swing the giant sword at him. I couldn't help it. Yeah, that's a parry.
My time is now.
Yes, it is.
Nothing I can't do. Suits my purposes. Already done.
Run back to the weakened side.
Nothing of value has been lost.
Take him out again. Come up to this guy. Unfortunately, I've got no attacks left. Oh, he used a medikit. Where do you think he's going? Nice. Shot his own servitor. Where are we? Pascal. Unfortunately, I can't quite...
Advancing. The scriptural prose. I venerate you, machine spirits. My vow is to serve.
Spirit Banishment. Cassia can... No. Thought I'd, take the mick a little bit because this fight is pretty much over. Let us attack him.
The Omnissiah condemns you.
Then explode him again. Nice. Let's Lidless stare this guy. Okay, no, that one actually works. I can't see him. Just end the go. Same with you. Let's change weapon, in fact. 32% chance to hit, you say? Let's go for the... Oh, but then no, let's... Increase that dodge reduction.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Yeah. Love it. Only, you know, for shooting into crowds, but... Let's...
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Still missed.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
I expect you have. This is child's play.
You didn't stand a chance!
That's him gone.
Lad, I've been meaning to ask. How are you keeping it together so well? Don't you ever feel awful without her?
Enough, Tlas. We have a duty to the new rogue trader. You would do well to focus on that. If you keep your mind busy, you will have less opportunity to fill it with awful things.
That tells her.
Victory awaits!
Heavy containers, firmly blocking doors. Right, alright, alright. Rest of Footfall. So before we go out to the rest of Footfall, let's make sure there's... Browse visitor records, but there are different dates, but only 2 names. What are these 2 names?
It's about time.
I assume these 2 names are extremely unimportant, and who cares? Because they did not tell them to me. Okay. So I'm going to go leave myself by this door, and we are going to end this episode there. I hope you have all enjoyed it. I hope you will stick around for the rest of the streams to come. I do apologize if you weren't here for this one. Hopefully this episode helps fill that itch. And so, until we see you again, wherever that may be, as per always, I hope that you can stay safe, happy, and healthy.